Guys. We are working on some Thor action today, so we'll do a little bit of Thor and Hela depending on how much time we have. This is light sketched, but I already knew what I wanted to do with it, so we're going to go ahead and black it out. Sorry, no face cam yet, just when it comes to Twitch, my ignorance is infinitely high. You can stream with a camera on now, but not when I'm doing art. I don't have two cameras, I only got one, so we're trying to figure it all out. The bad thing about streaming is on Twitch I have to hold my phone, because it won't fit on my sweet fancy rig I made. Look at this, listen. I stick my iPhone in there, and it helps me so I don't have to hold it. But when you're on Twitch, you have to turn it sideways, and my iPhone 10 is way too heavy for that stuff. So like I said, we're just gonna go out here and we're just gonna try to hit all this stuff darken out all this stuff that's for sure this is gonna be dark. For sure this is gonna be dark. For sure this is going to be super black. We're using a micron today. They're pretty good. I don't mind microns. So what we want to do is start flaring this, but not making it as dark. That way, you can understand what's happening here. This is part of it. It's just dark. But then we can darken all this out right here and give people that zoom. I make a lot of noises when I draw. Like zoom in noises. My son thinks it's funny. It's my Great Dane. He's the most neediest. We gotta watch what music we stream, because Twitch apparently hates me. Not as bad as Instagram, which is, by the way, the same as my Twitch. So just get on Fear the Beard Art on Instagram and check out my stuff. Sometimes artists will use like a flaring technique. They flare like this. It's a real easy one to learn, but it's a real easy one to mess up too. Because you gotta have the looseness to know where your line weight is. It's real easy, super easy to mess up. So I typically only go in with a smaller pencil or smaller marker to do some of this work, because I'd rather have the ability to make an error than to be committed to a large marker. Right now we're using a 01 micron. There it is. 01 micron. So yeah, so you just gotta keep at it, and I'm gonna put some of these detail lines in. I always call them just like breaking up the boring. If you just don't ever break up the boring, it's gonna be really hard for people to like feel interested in your piece. And if you have clean line work, and still be boring. My one thing when I was coming up was, oh, you have great line work. Oh, you have great line work. Oh, you should be a tattoo artist. You have great line work. You have great line work. And I just stayed with the line work. Didn't become a tattoo artist. Just, stayed with the line work. That was the easiest thing for me to do. You just stay right here and try to get a better angle wherever I go. That way and sometimes when you're to the inking portion, we did all this beautiful organic line work with a pencil, and some people will just throw it into Photoshop. That way they don't lose anything. Well, I don't have that luxury. I have Photoshop in that, but I don't have that luxury to grayscale it, and I want people to own a 101. Now I might take this into Photoshop after I'm done, and when I'm making prints I may give it a little bit more more like a Ross Draws type of effect to it. But while we're in original form, I want you to be able to get something that you can touch, that you feel comfortable with. I'm gonna go back in here and we're gonna just do a little bit of cross hatching real quick. Part of his armor. And give it a little more push. This is his neck, so we can just alright, we got a little bit of armor work right here. Space these out. Don't have to get so you want this to flare up because the armor flares up. I always tell people you want to push where you want the viewer to look. If you want them to look up, then make your line work go up. You want to make it look like this is bumped down, like, and give them that effect. Bang, look. And a little bit of like that a lot. And then we want this to look like the top and this to look like the side. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put some lines here. Now a lot of your color will give people the direction of what things look like, but if you want to get into art and you want to break into the industry, become a penciler, become a, try to understand everything that the penciler does. That way you're not looking at them when you're world class and going, I don't understand how you got here. Well, they only have X amount of ways to get to where they're going to, same as you. So if you understand everybody's job, you can't even see what I'm drawing right now. Look at this. There we go. There you go. Look at that. So I want this to be dark. I have a dark point on his glove. So kind of accentuate it a little bit more than what I had originally drawn. There we go. Back to what we were doing. The paper gave a little bit there, so if you guys see this at a show, tell me, say, I remember when you messed it up. I remember I was there. I was there watching it. I was there watching it when you decided to mess it up. Got a little crack in my desk right here, so it makes it easier for me to do some some noteworthy work. I think we're back to the 01. We're going to go in here and just pinpoint highlight some of this. I want this to be a little bigger, so just go ahead and accentuate it out a little bit. Grab our bigger, thicker marker. I have all my markers sitting on my lap. Makes it a little harder to there it is. There we go. Let's go ahead and move right here. Since we're here, we'll scoot him over a little bit. Remember, these are just the super dark lines. This is an 08 pen. So this is a big, thick pen. You gotta watch what you do, because if you're off the mark, it'll show. And it'll let you know. It'll let you know what you did wrong. Boom. We'll go ahead and handle this little bitty dark line. Boom. And we'll hit this. Like this. Alright, now we're going to grab that .055, 005 I mean. We're going to go ahead and push some of these pencil strokes up, and then we're going to switch it. With this line right here that I already pre-drew. And show some of the shine of the armor. Okay, so we're going to kick this up a little bit. There's some of my Copics. I said, if you got any questions, DM me. If you're interested in buying this piece, I'll zoom out here in a second and you can see what it kind of looks like. Let's go this way. Oh, sorry. There we go. And there we go. We're just gonna flare it. Boom. Look at that. Boom. 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 Thor. Boom. There he is. Finally got some fingers on Hela. She's on the other page. It was annoying trying to redo it because I had an original idea of to draw Hela breaking the hammer, but now I'm gonna have Hela with the stone. Actually, I know she doesn't ever have the stone, and that would be blah blah blah, but you know what, she's got the stone in this one. She could possess it until she gets beat down. There's no we want to push this back a little bit. There we go. Now we want to flare this. Flare this a lot and give it some sense of turn. And see what we can do is we can go right back in again and keep tightening it, tightening it, and tightening it. He's so whiny. He's so whiny. My dog. We call him Jesus. Right, Jesus. My buddy. Zeus. Sometimes we call him Momo. And you'll hear him bounce around the room as I'm drawing. There he is. That's my dude. All we're trying to do is make these light organic strokes to just to show that there is armor. And I grew around the happy painter, so most of my commentary is got a happy tree, or this is why we're doing X and this is why we're doing Y. And though some of the stuff we do is not necessarily cool and it's not graphic art, it's the harder stuff, you know. We're doing stuff where we don't have a reference point. We didn't start with Rihanna and we turned her into a Sith Lord, you know. That's not what we do. We didn't get eyes from somebody else and now put them on our person and now manipulate it so it looks like a hentai girl or like your favorite cosplayer. We hand draw. And nothing against those people, just we all have a difference of opinion when it comes to what your art is versus what my art is. I have a different thought process. And after a while, your hand gets a little tired holding the camera. I know why artists don't do it. I have a hard time holding it in an angle that is beneficial for everybody. So we'll pull it back a little bit and go back to my smaller pencil, a smaller marker, I should say. Just flare a little bit. And just let it fall down. Also, to young artists, listen, it matters where your origin point is when you start the stroke, because there's going to be a dot. So if you start it where nobody can see it, that would better help your case. Booyah, we're getting old Thor done. I'm gonna find some of those other lines that we might have missed. My other dog, we call him Hanzo. He's gonna make. Typically, I close my office door, but there's nobody home, so I can't hear. Can't hear if the dogs need to go out, so. I don't want to do too much right here. I've done a ton of shading, but I don't want to do too much right here where you're about ready to see. I wanted this to be mainly done with the markers, so what we will do is we'll put this embellishment line in. There you go, that's Thor. There's Hela. And what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and do this real quick. Just gonna go ahead and lightly do his cloak because I want her hand to be glowing, so gotta go up. Went with more of a Todd McFarlane style cape. I love Todd, and shout out to Todd. And glad we're getting Spawn movies and stuff like that. Hopefully comes through, hopefully. I know he's had his troubles with it, so. And here, give me a second, is what the book will look like. He has a little bit more detail than her, but she's a girl, so like she'll have a lot more darker points than we can see right now. So yeah, you like it, huh? Don't you, Momo? Don't you, Momo? What you want? Momo. There you guys go. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Till next time, guys. Take it easy.